Millions of people are affected by type 2 diabetes, but many don't know that there are actually natural remedies to help control the disease. In this video, I'm going to show you the best herbs and supplements for type 2 diabetes and how they can improve your health. Hi, I'm Sage. Thanks for joining me. I'm here to bring you cutting-edge, actionable health information to put you in control of your health destiny. Please support us by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. It doesn't cost you a penny, and it's more helpful than you can imagine to our tiny family business. I love supporting you guys on your health journey, not just with educational information, but also with the fuel to help you achieve your goals. You can find a link down in the description to the world's healthiest gourmet chocolates, delicious elixir blends, and the purest, most potent adaptogenic herbs. In today's video, we're going to talk about the best herbs and supplements for type 2 diabetes. Many people don't know that these even exist as a possibility to help control the disease. So if you're one of these people, stick around because I'm going to show you some great options that can help you to improve your health. Now keep in mind, none of these should be done in replacement of what your doctor is advising you to do. And anything new that you're doing in terms of addressing a disease that you're dealing with should always be discussed with your doctor. Now, vitamin D is the first thing I want to talk about here. This is a fat-soluble vitamin that's produced when you're in the sun, or you could be taking it supplementally. But to be honest, it really acts as more of a hormone in terms of the way that it works in the body. A meta-analysis of 37 studies found that vitamin D supplementation was actually associated with significant improvement in fasting blood glucose, hemoglobin A1C, and insulin resistance in people with type 2 diabetes. So vitamin D affects so many areas of your health, from your hormone health to your bone health to your brain health, but also very important when it comes to healthy blood sugar management. The other area that I'd like to talk a little bit about here is the gut microbiome, which we're learning pretty much impacts almost all areas of health. Now, there are very interesting studies being done more and more frequently on specific probiotic strains for specific benefits, and there's a strain called Akkermansia that's been researched for its benefits of regulating blood glucose levels and regulating hemoglobin A1C. And so if you're dealing with diabetes, that's a strain that you may want to make sure is in your probiotic, and there's not a lot of companies that offer this. Now, I personally tried taking this. I don't have diabetes, and so I wasn't really the right target market for it, and it didn't lower my hemoglobin A1C. But if you are in a more of a target group for it, it would be something very interesting to try. I suspect this was because I may have already had healthy levels of Akkermansia within my system, so maybe taking extra didn't necessarily do anything different. But a lot of people who have blood sugar issues may have had a history, say, of lots of antibiotic use that could have wiped out their natural populations of Akkermansia in their gut. Now we're going to jump from the probiotic world into the mineral world, and I want to talk about magnesium. This is an essential mineral that between 60 to 80% of US adults are chronically deficient in. Now, it shouldn't be that hard for you to get because the number one highest food source of magnesium is cacao beans. You could be having chocolate, you could be having our addictive wellness chocolate and working on getting your magnesium levels up. But you may also want to take it as a supplement as well. Meta-analysis has found that higher dietary intake of magnesium corresponds to lower diabetes rates, and magnesium treatment has also been found to reduce fasting blood glucose and improve insulin sensitivity in people with diabetes and also those at risk of diabetes. Other research has also shown that magnesium deficiency can worsen diabetes, and then on the other hand, if you supplement with magnesium to improve your magnesium levels, it can actually improve your insulin resistance and help to prevent diabetes complications, which everybody with diabetes is always kind of worrying about in the back of their mind. The next supplement I'm curious to know if you've heard of before. Let me know down in the comments. This is berberine, and this is an alkaloid found in many herbs, including barberry, golden seal, and even certain kinds of turmeric. It's also found in coptis and philodendron, two herbs that were traditionally used for centuries in China to treat diabetes. But when you get berberine as a supplement, usually it's been taken from Indian barberry. And a 3-month study actually showed that berberine was able to control blood sugar and lipid metabolism as effectively as metformin when taken at a dose of 500 milligrams 2 to 3 times a day. Now, how does berberine work? It's activating AMPK, and this is an enzyme known as the metabolic master switch that boosts fat burning in the mitochondria and helps to regulate how the body is using blood sugar. Now for the next couple of things here, I want to talk about some of my favorite adaptogenic herbs that can be very helpful in the blood sugar department. The first one is ashwagandha. This is an Indian root that has thousands of years of historical use in the Ayurvedic herbal system. And this has the potential to lower blood sugar levels, both in healthy individuals and those with diabetes. So it can be used as a preventive as well. Let's say you don't have diabetes, but it's in your family and you're kind of always a little bit concerned about that. You may want to think about adding ashwagandha to your daily routine. And in a 4-week study, they had 25 people, and ashwagandha reduced fasting blood sugar levels 3 times more effectively than a placebo. Also, a review of 24 studies, including 5 clinical studies in people with diabetes, found that treatment with ashwagandha significantly reduced blood sugar, hemoglobin A1C, blood lipids, and oxidative stress markers. Now from here, I want to jump from the underground world of ashwagandha as a root into the mushroom world. First, to talk about lion's mane mushroom. Lion's mane works in many ways on the body, improving sleep, gut health, and nervous system health. And I think each of those 3 is going to have downstream benefits for your blood sugar. Also, multiple animal studies have found that lion's mane has shown anti-hyperglycemic effect in animals with diabetes. The other mushroom I want to introduce to you is turkey tail. No turkeys were harmed in the making of this mushroom. It just has this beautiful look like the tail of a turkey. And this has some great potential here. And it was found to significantly reduce blood sugar levels and improve insulin resistance in diabetic rats. Now from a nutritional perspective, let's jump quickly from the mushroom world into the marine world of long-chain omega-3s, things like fish oil, krill oil, and algae oil. These are important for brain health, hormone health, energy production, and metabolism, and they're forming cell membranes throughout your whole body. And there's solid research on these as being able to regulate and help support healthy blood sugar balance. Now, if you forget everything I've told you today, and just remember one thing, it's that you need to think about optimizing your sleep every single night. Sleep is so essential for healthy blood sugar control. Less than 7 hours of sleep per night increases diabetes risk. And if you take a regular person, healthy person without diabetes, and for 1 week you limit them to a maximum of 4 hours of sleep per night, by the end of that week, they're likely to already be pre-diabetic, which is pretty crazy. When you're not getting enough sleep, what happens here is that beta cells in the pancreas lose sensitivity to the signs of high glucose. So it's kind of like these beta cells are the security guards that are supposed to be walking around your construction site and making sure everything's under control. They haven't been allowed to sleep, so they're sleeping on the job. They're not taking care of you. They're not looking out for that high glucose. And because of this, insulin doesn't get released. So they're not able to call the police and say, hey, there's somebody break in, because your security guard, your beta cells are asleep. And because of that, also, the insulin that you do release is not as effective at getting the cells to absorb the glucose. So your police guys that eventually do come, they're also like not the healthiest, fittest police officers. They're kind of, maybe been having 1 or 2 donuts too many, and they didn't sleep much last night either. So they're not able to get after that glucose as they should. So optimizing your sleep is so crucial for keeping control of your blood sugar. And we have multiple other videos all about that. If you search addictive wellness sleep on YouTube, you'll come up with some of these. And I think this can be really beneficial for you in the long run. Now, looking out towards the future a little bit, I also just want to mention peptide therapy, because there's some early stage but quite promising research being done here on a peptide formed from the combination of 2 endocrine hormones, GLP-1 and GIP, along with a 3rd hormone called glucagon. And this is, again, early stage research, but showing some very promising results for potential in animal models so far to treat diabetes. So if you guys have tried any of the things that we've mentioned today, let me know down in the comments what your experience has been like. And before you go, here's a link to a video that I think you'd enjoy watching next. And here's one the YouTube algorithm thinks you'd enjoy. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time.